See you later, boo. Right. Okay, today is going to be filmed in 60 frames per second, as I had it stuck on 30 frames per second. I've moved the microphone as well. Hopefully there won't be as much wind noise. I've also decatted the bike. I did it in the end. It sounds so much better, sounds so much more throaty, and throttle response is top notch. I'll admit though, it was a pain in the butt to try and do, because the exhaust system from 2016, 10 years, had really settled into all the seals. It was quite easy to undo the nuts and bolts, they were in good condition, but yeah, sort of dismantling it so I didn't break any of the carbonised seals was a right pain. Getting it back together was trying to line up 3 or 4 items all at the same time, and yeah, it did take a while. I think it took about 3.5 hours in total. But was it worth it? Absolutely. It makes the bike feel so much more alive. It's got a tone to it that's, yeah, man bike again. So what I'm going to do is just sort of run to Newport, and then I'll head through the town, see what's going on. I don't know where I'm going to end up yet. Just going out for a ride since it's not raining. It's not overly windy, but you can certainly feel it with the unfaired bike. The more I ride this machine, the more I'm getting a part of it. Every time I get on it now, I fit into the bike rather than just sat on top, and it takes me for a ride. I mean, it's beautiful handling, absolutely lovely. Handles like it's on rails. Yeah, it does make me smile. Once again, Carisbrooke Castle off into the distance. I'll have to go up there one day. We have got season tickets. Yeah, I was hoping my wife would come with me today, so we'd nip to yeah, Victoria Fort in Freshwater, but feeling a bit tired. So I'm out on my Todd. Hello, what have we got here? Much ado about nothing. Yeah, lovely sound of this bike. Really rumbly. It's got that background whine, of course, but almost sounds like a supercharger. But not quite. Oh, it's got a little bit of a pop bang now as well. It's not too obtrusive. It's not like the fart cannon boys, but it's definitely got a pop. Oh yeah. It's a very forgiving bike for riding around town in. Now that the throttle has been issues been sorted via changing the spark plug caps, you can really feather the throttle, and it's quite easy around town. First and second gear, it's not sort of choppy or anything. That's a vast improvement for me. Yeah, as I mentioned before I left, really, I have changed the frames per second FPS because I was noticing on playback, watching my own videos, that the view wasn't catching up with the action. So I've doubled it now. It can go a bit more regarding the frames per second, but I don't know if it's going to end up being choppy on YouTube. So bear with me. I keep on forgetting that indicator. Oh fuck! Why have you cut out? Hasn't done that since for the spark plug things. That's weird. Is that going to put a dampener on it? Oh, let's go this way. What we just passed through used to be called St Mary's Roundabout, but now it's turned into like an American style intersection. Bit confusing to figure out to start with, but yeah, got used to it now. But the roundabout used to cover up a lot of vision, so you'd end up pulling out of your junction and end up with a car sort of facing you to the right hand side. I think it's better for the ambulances to come out of the hospital as well. also running on this bike a boost plug. Boost plug, a bit of a strange name really. There's an air sensor just behind the air box that picks up temperature of airflow and governs the amount of fuel to compensate for the either hot air or cold air. And this boost plug, what it does is supposed to enrichen the mixture by putting the relocating the air sensor in line towards the coolest part of the bike. On the instructions it says put it just behind the headlight, but there's not a lot of cable for it, so what I've done is located the sensor side of things just in the mouth of the air filter, where that's going to be the highest flow in a cool area, and that sits behind the side panel. So yeah, hopefully I'm getting a little bit more fuel than the standard sensor's given me. Which, when you decat the bike, you do need like a little bit of extra fuel. You can either have it remapped, the ECU remapped, or what's he playing at? Or stick the booster plug in. They do make them for other bikes as well. But I thought I'd give it a go. It was a bit pricey. It was about 100 quid-ish. But yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to overtake this guy when it's safe to do so. And I think it's going to be safe to do so now. That's the island drivers. Given the chance to do 60, they'll do 30. He says doing 47 in a 60. But I'm not here to get rid of the chicken strips. Just out for a lovely little ride. Bit of a round the block circuit. It's about 20 miles. not going to be following a bus. I'm going to have a little ride through the forest, I think. Oh, hang on a minute. No, I'm not going to ride through the forest. I'm going to take the middle road. Not to a biker. You've got to watch people on these roads that have got no central marking. They do like to take up the whole lane until it actually dawns on them that someone else is coming in front. Probably to the Isle of Wight, in the back roads are full of these little lanes. I mean, it's wide enough here, why didn't they put a white line down it? I think they need 8 foot either side of the centre to actually warrant a white line. I mean, this is a short one, then it sort of disappears into a single, almost a single track. I suppose in America this would be classed as a footpath. Let's do a right here. Back in the old days with two-stroke bikes, the RD400, I would have tried to have attempted to overtaken all these cars, but you don't want to take the chance nowadays. People are so erratic. And everyone's got cameras as well, just like me. Who'd probably take a picture and then moan about it, and then you have to explain that they were doing 25 in a 60, and it's not worth the hassle. I've never seen that before, a reverse nod. Nodded towards the verge. Okay.